Okay, you're going to grab your operating pedal. It is going to mount to the bottom brace. Got another set of hardware for that. On the angle brackets, you're going to insert a plastic bushing. Very important. It'll help the pedal to run to operate smoothly. You're going to take one of the bolts, put it into the slot, put a washer over it, put a nut on it to hold it. You're going to come over 2.5 sections. Each section consists of the box that it forms. So here's 1, 2. You're going to skip the first part of the third box and go to the second half. Slide the hinge pin into the bushing. The other one will just line up where it lines up. This will line the pedal up approximately in the center of where the needle is going to be on the machine. So when you're sitting at the machine and operating it, you've got a good field of view of your work. Make sure you tighten all the nuts. The next thing you're going to want to do is add the piece that will connect the treadle rod from the pedal to the motor activation switch. You've got a small bolt and a washer. The washer goes on the outside, which is right here. And the nut goes on the inside. Connector piece will slide back and forth to get it as close to vertical with this as you can get it. There can be an angle if there needs to be. This piece right here is your treadle rod. Fairly self-explanatory. You've got a mounting hole right here. You're going to put a nut on one side, a washer and a nut on the other side. This is a 12mm open box-in wrench. It will loosen the adjustment screws so you can set the angle of your pedal. You just loosen this bolt right here and these two rods will slide. If you do not have a full complement of metric wrenches, a small adjustable will do just fine. Once the treadle rod is attached, you will move the mounting plate here left and right to try and get it as straight up and down as you can. Like I said earlier, if there's a slight angle on it, it will not hurt anything. In your kit, we're going to put some small hex head sheet metal screws that'll also go into this tabletop. They will be holding the switch down on these tabs. These are hold down clips for your cord. It just keeps it from hanging down and getting into your way or getting into the belt. Okay, all he's doing right here is just putting the cord up just to keep it out of the way. When you're using your machine, you will probably have this off. It plugs into standard 110 outlet in your home. Next thing we're going to do is put the belt onto the pulley and install the pulley guard. You need to loosen the belt adjustment nuts on the motor so you have a range of motion here. This is going to loosen the belt. As you bring it this way, it'll tighten it. So you want it loose. Belt's going to go over the pulley and down through the slide. You will need a Phillips head screwdriver for this. Just put the belt on the pulley, down through the slide. Put your pulley guard on. You're going to have slots in your pulley guard, and you're going to have 3 screw holes. There are 3 brass colored Phillips head screws. Install those. Usually a good place to put them is in the center of the slot. If for some